They are without Bobby Smith, who has a hamstring injury, so Ian Wilson switches to left back. At number 6, Ian Banks is back after injury, and up front, Peter Eastoe makes his debut after coming on a month's loan from West Brom. There's also a recall for Tommy English at number 11. Southampton are without fullbacks Mick Mills and Nick Holmes, both injured, so Steve Baker and Dennis Rofe deputise. Rofe is also a former Leicester player, but another one, Frank Worthington, is suspended, so Ian Baird is at number 9 on a day when Southampton's reserve strength is put to the test. But one man who rarely gets injured is David Armstrong. This is his 450th league appearance. And the referee this afternoon is Bob Nixon from West Kirby on the Wirral. Well, just under 9,000 people in the ground at kick-off time at Filbert Street, and what atrocious conditions they've got to contend with on the terraces as the game gets underway. And the rain absolutely lashing down, and parts of the pitch already very soggy. David Armstrong. Here's Rofe. Danny Wallace. Tommy Williams with the throw. And there could be some mistakes on this surface. The ball is going to skid, especially on those parts of the pitch which are already partially underwater. It's Moran. Steve Williams to Baker. Moran again. Here's English for Leicester. Steve Moran, who took a blow there from Kevin MacDonald. Here's MacDonald, number 4. Bob Hazel. And Kenny Armstrong, who recovered his balance. There are 2 Williams and 2 Armstrongs on the pitch this afternoon. But for the moment, Rofe seizes the chance to come forward for Southampton and finds Danny Wallace. That was Linex across. Danny Wallace, injured playing for the under-21s during the week, but fit to play today. Mark Wright has gone up onto the edge of the 6-yard box. There's Rofe again, and skidding across, English having a swipe at a clearance, and the ball going out for a corner. Mark Wallington is back in goal for Leicester, having now signed a contract. He was previously on week-to-week terms, but Mark Grew, the new goalkeeper, got injured after 5 matches. David Armstrong to take the corner. Back in again by Baker. Now Agbula. Rofe. Free kick against Wallace. It's been raining here since early this morning, and the pitch has taken an awful lot of water. Here's David Armstrong for Southampton. And there'll be a few players losing their feet. Five minutes gone. Steve Williams forward for Southampton. Wallace. Moran. That's a good ball. Baker slightly deceived by the pace of it, and it's going to skid a lot this afternoon. Ian Wilson for Leicester. That was Lineker. And those back passes must be given some weight today. If anybody pushes one short, there'll be a scoring chance. That was right. Steve Williams. Linex. Eastoe. Ramsey. Oh, and a miss kick there, giving a chance to Eastoe coming through behind Lineker. Agbula relieved there because that was a complete miscue, and it allowed Eastoe a shooting opportunity early in his debut for Leicester. Header by McDonald. And the way back is cut off here. And right, foul by Eastoe. Wilson's header. Baird. Beaten though by Banks. Touched off by Lineker to Eastoe. This is Ramsey. Outside him is Linex. Up against Rofe. And beating him. And pulled back well. And Kenny Armstrong covering to concede the corner, which Linex has gone across to take. And away this time by Wright. Here's Ramsey. Tommy Williams. And Linex seeing plenty of the ball, and there are plenty in the middle for him here. And Bob Hazel arriving. In fact, he arrived from Queen's Park Rangers last month, Bob Hazel, to take over the number 5 shirt here. Linex supplying the cross. Bob Nixon, who, when he arrived this morning, knew that the rain was falling heavily, but didn't think it would become as bad as this, surely. That's Linex. McDonald. Well played by Moran. David Armstrong trying to push one through. Header was by Wright. The man chasing is Baird. And Hazel goes towards safety. And gets the ricochet. Not risking the back pass there. And defenders generally this afternoon will be trying to avoid that sort of position where a ball played back towards their own goal may fall short and hold up on this waterlogged pitch. Life for the linesman, not too clever either. Stuart Jones with the yellow flag there. That was Ramsey. Header by Kenny Armstrong, and then David Armstrong. This is Wilson. Well, very shortly the ball will not run at all. It's holding up in virtually every part of the field. McDonald. And that was a foul by him on Baird. Williams wanting a quick free kick. The opposition were not 10 yards away, but the referee played an advantage. Here's Tommy English. So the opening quarter of an hour played in a rainstorm of the fiercest type, and parts of the pitch now bordering on the unplayable. Banks. Moran. And here's Linex. Well, on another day he would have got away there, and little swimming gesture by Steve Linex as he fell, as if to indicate that that's the only way to get through. Forward by McDonald. Linex. He would have been away normally, but the ball and the players both being dictated to here by the conditions. Agbula, David Armstrong. It's all something of a lottery. Well, it won't run at all. Rofe with the kick. Oh, he's taking a tumble in, striking the ball. Here's Baird, and he's down as well. Kevin McDonald can't even carry it 5 yards. Look at that. And he's got players all around him from Southampton and still manages to get it away. Up to Lineker, who takes on Mark Wright and forces a corner. Linex to take. It was right with the header. Here's Ramsey. Linex is offside. Baird got a block on that. Danny Wallace has come over to the right. Maybe it's slightly less treacherous over here. If you can find a patch of grass where the ball will run, then you've got a bit of an advantage today, and he's searching for it. And the referee, I think, is going to have a word with his linesman, possibly about conditions, because this has got to the point now where it's virtually unplayable in certain areas of the pitch. And referee Bob Nixon has got to make, in a way, a difficult decision at this stage of the match. Luckily, the rain is just starting to ease a bit, and he's obviously going to give it a few more minutes and see how it goes. found a way forward, but there was an offside flag up against Danny Wallace. Here's Steve Williams. English. Well, it was a good turn, but the ball just won't move forward. Or back. Unless you hit it as hard as that. Kevin McDonald deciding that the only thing to do was to strike it with some venom, and he sees the funny side of it too. Foul by Wright. Forward by Banks. Looked like a handball there by Steve Williams, but play goes on. Ramsey. Steve Baker trying to get in, and does. Williams. Well, it's monsoon-like here. More suitable, I would feel, to swimmers and divers than to footballers. But the consolation, if there is any, is that at least the rain is not coming down quite as hard as it was a few minutes ago. Tommy English for Leicester. Into Lineker. Eastoe is running on. Here's English. And Lineker couldn't get his shot in. And it bounced off Ramsey in the end. All a bit of a scramble, but Gary Lineker just saw a glimmer of an opening there. And then when Agboola tried to clear, the ball ricocheted off Paul Ramsey and over the top. And Lineker. And the referee has had to bring it to an end, and frankly, I'm not surprised. The pitch carrying surface water now virtually all over. They actually played just over 22 minutes here, and referee Bob Nixon has called a halt to the proceedings. Whether that means to see whether the conditions improve or whether it's a permanent case of abandoning the match, we shall have to wait and see as they go off. But for the time being, he has decided that the Filbert Street pitch is unplayable.